that instant gratification for your skin. Like if you're like, you're looking in the mirror and you're like, geez, I just wish I could just go a little bit tighter, a little lift every day. This is a little this is it. You know, I said the other day, it's like everybody loves to have a great hair day, but how about having a great face day?
It's something to watch this play out, which leads me to people's version and what you're saying people are mostly missing in the law of attraction. So tell me a bit about that as they start to bring this into their life. What do you think most people are really missing, you know, when they try to think of the concept of law of attraction? Because I know that people will be like, well, I got it on my board. You know what I mean? I got the picture on my board and it ain't showing up, you know?
Yeah, firstly, I love the energy of you.
Why is the board picture not showing up?
That damn board's been filled for 20 years. What the hell? You know?
Why is nothing manifesting? Exactly. Because you're still an alcoholic and you still hate your job and you still... No, so what are people missing the most is a great point. Great question, Jay. It is, I would say, it is this opposition to look at reality, which is because so much of reality is negative. And what do people want to stay away from? Don't look at the negative, right? Mm-hmm. But guys, if reality is that when you walk down the streets, there's 50 homeless people, there's someone beating someone up, you know, there's a politician lying to you and stealing money from you, that's not you focusing on the negative and manifesting it. That's you acknowledging reality. Okay, there's a distinct difference there. And I think that's what key people are missing, is that what is reality? You come to a level of consciousness of acceptance of reality. Only from there can you then manifest and create something better. If you're in denial of what the reality is, then we allow the perpetuation of evil on this planet. We allow it. So if we use, you know, the last couple of years as an example, you know, I can just ignore that there's been horrific restrictions here, and basically, you know, I was shunned from society completely because of the you know what and everything, right? So I can just ignore that and then attempt to go about my life as normal, right? And pretend like, you know, well, I don't want to focus on that because that's not my reality. Oh, I see a child over there being abducted, not my reality, that's negative, I don't want to see that. It stops you once again from doing what is right in the moment. So I had many occasions through the last few years where I had to do what was right in the face of that evil reality to still thus though create a better reality. So I got threats in the post with fines and imprisonment. Okay, that's not fun to receive. That's horrific to receive. That's extremely scary to receive. But I did not suscept to them and be like, oh, well, I'm just going to think positive and ignore it. No. When someone came to me and was, you know, confronting me with whatever, I also confronted them with the true empowering reality, is that no, I own myself. No one can force me to do anything. And you're an intruding of my space. Go, get out. Like, that is then you manifesting, okay, in that moment, right? In every single day, you can make a choice, a new choice, and then a new thing will unlock from the universe. This is the important thing, because people want the universe to show them first before they let go. Right. And you can't do that. Right. So I had to many times let go of, let's say, potential clients and so on, because they requested things of me that were immoral and wrong and that I was not going to adhere to. With zero promise or secure thing, I had to trust and be like, this is what is wrong and right. No. With knowing that full well I could be in trouble in terms of like my physical safety or something, right, the next day. But with that, trusting and manifesting the right thing in alignment with the universe, within days, sometimes it's even hours, it's quite hilarious, the universe will bring something into my life that will still protect me and that was anyway even more aligned than what the other thing was. That's the part that people, because they're thinking, I want it to be exactly like this. And that's control. That's control. And control is based in that negative low vibration. Like, I need to control the outcome. So it is hard, but it is the right way to do it, and you will be looked after. And if you have to move past the scary feeling you get in the moment when you're about to finally stand up for yourself, that's all it is. It's like people are afraid to say no, and I get it.
In a nutshell.
I get it.
When are you going to stand up for yourself? Exactly.
It's because we're taught our whole lives that's rude, right? Or that's not right. Like, why are you saying no? Be a people pleaser, right? Yeah, there's perfect world for that. But it's literally the most important and powerful and empowering thing you can do is knowing when to say no. If you don't say no to anything, your yeses mean nothing anyway. As in, people will just like, they won't take you anyway seriously. Everyone will take advantage of you. That's the reality of that world. So that's the biggest thing I would say, Joe, that people are missing in manifestation, is that they choose to ignore reality because they see reality as negative. It is. Let's just all admit right now that there's a lot of negative things going on. So what are you doing to create the positive timeline? And positive doesn't mean manifest yourself a Porsche. Positive means doing the right thing in alignment with the universe, integrity, not doing it to stab someone else in the back, right? It's literally, spiritual maturity is moral maturity. It's literally becoming an adult. I don't know how else simple to put it, because most people are still children walking around in adult bodies.
Do you think that in 2022, do you feel like as a society we're making forward progress, or do you feel we're actually going backwards?
This question depends on the day, Jay. It depends on the day. Some days I'm like, I could cry from bliss, smiling because I witness those sparks in people, and I'm like, yes, you know. And then there's other days where it does genuinely feel like no one gets it. So I really think we're in it. And the thing is, what I think is more helpful is live as though it is happening positively, meaning therefore you will be the one. Live as though you are making a positive difference. Live as though there is an actual ascension happening, an actual expansion of consciousness, and then you will start to actually witness more and more of it. You will. So yes, there are days where I do feel like it's not going very far, and I certainly do believe that we have a long way to go yet. But on those days, even I get those days, even though I'm very driven and I have all of like this passion with it, I always find the meaning in service. It's like, how can I just be of service today in any small way? Like, because the moment you get inside your own head, it's always going to be about your own little world, and you can very easily spiral to that savior thing. So it's like, how can I just be of service today? There was very simple. It was yesterday, a woman was sitting on a bench and she was crying her eyes out. She had her face in her hands, and we just clocked eyes for a second. So she got like a bit embarrassed that someone saw her crying. And I just thought to myself, do we live in a world where someone is fucking breaking down on a bench outside, like crying, and everyone's just going to walk around like, so I walked up to her and I just offered her a hug. Like, that's it. I just offered her a hug. And all I'm saying is those acts of kindness are the things that literally save people. You have no idea. You could just give a stranger a smile. That's all you need to do. So it's what you were saying earlier.
You know what someone is going through. You have no idea what happened in their morning, the night before, the day before. It could be worse than your worst trauma that you've ever been through. So we have to respect that and understand that and have a level of compassion for sure. So,
and be of service how we can, and you will also feel good doing it. That's the thing. Absolutely. It always feels good. Yeah.
So what does Melisa do every day to keep her vibration high?
For me, the number one most important thing is grounding myself, anchoring myself in natural reality, meaning nature itself. It's so important to me. I do it for several hours every day, and it's the first thing. I get out in the morning before most people have woken up, and as the day progresses, but I spend 3 to 4 hours minimum every morning walking around in nature, and I'm fully aware that people don't do that, but it grounds me so much. Not only does it ground me, it gets all of my that's where all of my creativity comes from, because I'm tapping into that. I allow myself to be mindful and still. I also experience the playfulness of nature. Have you ever seen like squirrels just like doing their acrobats in trees? It's hilarious, and it's sweet, and it's gorgeous, and it just reminds you of the beauty. You know, smelling roses, I literally will put the whole rose in my face. Again, people will witness it. I remember there was a little girl once, she saw me doing it, and she was like, Mom, I want to smell the roses too. And she'd never done that before. So so I'm just like, there's all these little things. I'll end up speaking to someone, the universe will show me somebody I need to help in that moment. But what keep 100% for me without fail every day, unless it's really an exception, like I'm in a full day workshop somewhere or something in person, natural reality. I have to be in natural reality. Get the sun on your face, feel the wind. You know, the wind is, all the elements are playing with you. The wind is like dancing, the sun is giving you a warm hug. You know, get your hands in the soil, create something silly, something simple. You know, if you have any water nearby, like a river, a lake, like the water cleanses.
We're just
I used to think
across the street from the ocean.
you guys have the ocean as well. So yeah, I have lakes and rivers, but yeah, you got the ocean too. And you know what it does to you, right? It really,
I couldn't live without it. There's just no way.
and that's, I think it's so critical for everyone. It doesn't, even if you live in a really dense city, find yourself a spot anywhere, a park, anything that you can get yourself close to, soil or trees. Have a tree, one favorite tree that you hug and you say hello to. Put your hand on it. You don't have to look like a weirdo hugging it in front of people, but just, you know, put your hand on it. And they do transfer their energy and their wisdom to you. Energy work as well, like visualization. I used to personally honestly think that wasn't a thing, but it really is a thing. So if I stand next to water, for example, and I imagine that it's draining all like a black energy out of me, like into the water and taking it away, I know that it's helping cleanse my spirit. And these are all like little, but you do it daily, you know, and they're little things. It can take you just a few seconds, but you have to incorporate it daily. And it just, all of it combined gives me such a peace, guys, that doesn't matter what's going on in the world. If I have to go today, fine, I go today. I know that I'm living for today. Like I make sure that every morning I wake up, I thank the creator for another day to be alive. I say that out loud every morning. It's the first thing I say, thank you for another day to be alive. And I'm usually like singing down the street, and I know it's ridiculous, but it makes people smile and laugh, and it's a nice vibrational thing to do. Singing in general, like using your voice. A lot of people want to use tools like, you know, and they're all great and useful, like tuning forks or bowls and that kind of thing, right? But use your own voice. Like it's really powerful. Why do you think like a mother's lullaby is so soothing to a child? It's because we have the best instrument here. It's just, you know, humming.
A lot of people have it blocked. You know, a lot of when they can't express it, you know, what they want to say, it's their throat chakra is so blocked, which is causing a lot of what we just talked about.
And to your point is being my most authentic expression. And for most people, it's just going to be remembering, what did you enjoy as a child? What did you find fun as a kid? Reconnect with that. Literally. And that's the thing, because you get into this really serious place. And by the way, the spirit doesn't like, the creator and that it's not serious, it's playful. If you want to get into the infinite intelligence moment, the now moment, to manifest, create, and tap into the quantum realm, you need to be in a playful state. When you're too serious, you'll be disconnected. And of course the whole world is designed to keep you serious and like very stressed out all the time and everything. So practices are important. So it's both the masculine and the feminine, as in the masculine is have it as a practice, as in have it blocked in your calendar if you must, right? So have it be a ritual, but allow it to be like a playground, so that in those moments you wait for the creator to surprise you with whatever it is you end up experiencing in nature. But nature is my number one go-to. Without it, I think people get lost into the cyborg metaverse world, and I think that is 100% going down to the whole purely evil path. So you either on the path to actualize your authentic self, or the path to the artificial self, which is just live from your avatar in the metaverse with your goggles on and, you know, never leave your house. So those paths are very clear. And again, sounds like good and evil, no? So it's, truths are simple, guys. They're profound, they're simple. I think all complexity is there to confuse. So if people just spend more time in nature is high vibrational. It is it's so intelligent. It's unbelievable. You'll learn things from the birds. You'll learn from the bees. Like I learned from bees how soon it's going to rain, because I one day wondered when it was raining, like, where are all the bees? And then I was curious. So I started learning, like, what happens to bees when it rains? And then you figure out that they actually are tapped into that field, and they can tell within half an hour when rain is coming. So then they'll fly away to their things. So just all these kinds of amazing things will stimulate your creativity, which is your gift from the creator, right? Your creative spark, which comes out in your most authentic expression. And that's what unlocks your throat chakra. It's just being yourself, being yourself, not trying to be, as we're doing this here, right? There's nothing staged, there's no questions you pre-sent or whatever. That all of that is coming from ego construct mind. You just allow authentic self to flow, and that's the beauty in it.
That's when it's always the best.
Your website's going to be in there. When people go to visit it, Melissa, what experience would you like for them to get when they go and visit you and say, okay, here's your website? What would you like for them to come away with?
Depending on the way people learn. So I have a podcast. So if you're an audio learner, listen via Apple, Spotify, or on the website. So I have a pod literally every 2 days, and they're little like doses of wisdom, as I call them. They're all about something between 5 and 7 minutes long. Can be a daily thing you listen to. So there's that. I have endless amounts of videos that people can also learn from, all for free on the platform. Or I'm most active on TikTok, but it's all on my website as well. I do have online courses that are self-paced, that people, if they want to find what their purpose is, if they want to live with higher well-being, those are the two main ones I have on there right now: Mastering Your Own Thoughts and Emotions. I am currently working on a new course on living in alignment with natural law and being your own authentic leader of your own life.
Which is
So
so
that's in progress. But like, I think that the experience is, either they can, I also have a weekly newsletter where I just it's literally just once a week, where I send sort of download thoughts and insights with little snippets of what people can utilize in their life. So whether you're a reader, a listener, or a watcher, there's something for everyone to take from it.
Sure.
What I want them to take from it is to simply learn something and do something with it. That would be the best way to pay it forward.
Yeah, right on, right on.
awesome.
It's very nice to meet your spirit today. Thank you
Beautiful.
very, very
Thank you
much.
so much.
And
Yes,
your
you.
service to humanity, really, we do appreciate everything. We hope you enjoyed everybody just like we did today, yeah?
Thank you so much. And together with Melissa's help, we are turning the universal key to global harmony and creating a unified world. Thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, tune in often, tell all your friends, and most importantly, make all your beautiful natural dreams come true. Many blessings.